Imagine a tiny spice smaller than your thumbnail capable of sending warm blood surging back into your manhood in about a minute. No pills, no prescriptions, no gimmicks. I am talking about something natural, often overlooked and surprisingly potent. For many men past 60, this single spice has rekindled energy, sharpened circulation, and restored intimacy they believed was gone. I am Dr. Isabella Marlowe, a urology professor and men's health clinician with more than 3 decades of experience helping men reclaim confidence, strength, and vitality. What follows is not theory. It is what I use with patients every day. Here is the unusual part. This spice was prized by warriors before battle and used by men before intimacy for centuries, yet modern medicine rarely mentions it. Fresh research now supports what older traditions understood. Inside this spice is a compound that can naturally enhance blood flow and, in some cases, rival synthetic options without their side effects. In this video, I will share 10 essentials. Why erections tend to weaken after 60, what quietly blocks circulation, and how a single clove daily can support hormones, energy, and sleep. You will get the exact 60-second method, the best time to use it, and realistic milestones at 7, 14, and 30 days. Stay through the end because the final step is what ties everything together. Your health has not vanished. It is waiting to be reawakened. Let us begin. Before we start, please subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss natural age-specific guidance for men over 60. If this helps, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0, so I can improve what you see here. Now for the truth most men never hear. If your morning strength has faded, or your erections feel weaker after 60, it is not your fault, and it is not just age. There is a clear, reversible reason, and understanding it is the first step toward getting your power back. 1. Why erections fade after 60, and why it is not your fault. I will never forget a man named Martin, 68, a retired electrician who spoke softly in my clinic. He said, "Doctor, I no longer feel like myself." He was not chasing a miracle. He wanted to feel present, confident, and connected again. What he did not realize was how common his story was. I hear it from thousands of men. After 60, the tiny vessels that feed your manhood begin to stiffen and narrow. These channels are hair-thin, and years of inflammation, stress, and sluggish circulation gradually shut them down. Erections rarely vanish in a single moment. They fade step by step, and with each step, confidence takes a hit. Here is the key. This is not permanent. It is not irreversible. It is not your fault. Your body still knows how to respond. It is simply waiting for the right support, the right cue to reopen blood flow. No pill can permanently recreate that natural response. Nature still holds an answer. A small, often ignored spice carries a compound that can begin this process naturally within minutes. So what is this spice, and why can it work so quickly to support blood flow in men over 60? Let me show you. 2. Eugenol, the quiet force inside clove. When I began exploring natural ways to support circulation and intimacy in older men, I never expected so much power in something so small. Then I examined clove, a spice most people overlook during the holidays, and found a key compound called eugenol. Eugenol is what gives clove its bold, warming scent. More importantly, it acts as a gentle vasodilator. It encourages tightened, aging vessels to relax and widen, which speaks directly to the core issue behind fading erections. Eugenol helps shift that pattern. Here is the remarkable part. Chewing whole cloves releases the aromatic oils, and the soft tissues in your mouth absorb them quickly. That allows eugenol to reach your bloodstream fast. Within minutes, many men notice a mild heat spreading through the lower body. It is not dramatic, but it is noticeable, and it signals returning flow. A 72-year-old named Franklin told me after 7 days it feels like something switched back on. That is eugenol in action, supporting circulation and reviving a sense of aliveness. Now that you know the active ingredient, let me show you the exact method. The way you take it determines how well it works. 3. The 60-second clove chew method done right. When I first suggested clove, I learned quickly that technique determines results. One gentleman, Martin, 74, stirred clove powder into his oatmeal and felt no change. I told him it is not only what you use, it is how you activate it. After I taught him this 1-minute routine, he called a week later, saying he felt warmth and renewed energy in his lower body. Begin with 2 or 3 whole cloves, not powder, not bottled oil. Use the dried flower buds. Place them between your back molars and bite gently until the shells crack. For the first 30 seconds, do not chew further. Let the aromatic oil bathe your mouth and mix with saliva. This is when eugenol starts absorbing across the soft tissues and enters your bloodstream quickly. Next, chew slowly for another 30 seconds to release the remaining oil. You can spit out the husks or swallow them. By that point, the active compounds have already begun their work. This practice takes a single minute each day. No prescriptions, no devices, no clinic visits. A simple ritual that can support circulation, calm, and confidence. Timing matters as much as technique. In the next section, I will show you the specific times of day that make this method even more effective. 4. The best times to chew clove for stronger results. Timing makes a real difference. One client, Victor, chewed cloves faithfully, yet noticed little change because he took them after lunch or right before brushing at night. We shifted his schedule, and within 2 weeks, he reported deeper sleep, steadier daytime energy, and a clear return of morning firmness. For most men, the sweet spot is about an hour before bedtime. Your nervous system is settling, blood pressure evens out, and the body is gearing up for hormonal recovery. Chewing cloves in the evening helps set up restorative sleep, the window when testosterone is rebuilt, and it encourages smooth overnight circulation that supports your reproductive system. A strong second option is first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. You nudge blood flow, clear mental haze, and enter the day with better focus. Some prefer a clove just before exercise or intimacy to sharpen presence and performance. Think of it as priming the engine. Timing is only part of the picture. If your body is locked in stress, better circulation alone cannot restore what constant tension keeps draining. That is the next piece. 5. How clove eases stress and naturally supports testosterone. When a man tells me his drive is fading and his energy feels thin, I do not always start with a testosterone test. I start by asking about stress. After 60, stress quietly erodes hormones. One patient, Alan, had labs that looked fine yet felt spent. He carried family concerns, money pressures, and years of tightness in his body. The strain showed up not in numbers but in his daily life. Chronic stress pushes cortisol, the fight or flight chemical. Cortisol and testosterone pull in opposite directions. When cortisol climbs, testosterone drifts downward. Even a healthy man can feel flat or disconnected when stress is steering the ship. Clove can help. It contains beta-caryophyllene, a compound that engages brain receptors involved in calm balance and emotional reset. Within minutes of chewing whole cloves, many men feel steadier and safer, not drowsy. That sense of safety lets testosterone come back online. The body rebuilds when it no longer thinks it must endure and can finally recover. When stress eases and testosterone rises, something important happens during sleep. Most men do not realize it is possible. Here is what I mean. 6. Deeper sleep, stronger hormones, steadier erections. Sleep seems automatic until it frays. Many men in their 60s and 70s tell me I close my eyes but I wake up exhausted or I am up every couple of hours. Poor sleep is more than fatigue, it chips away at hormone balance. One client, Maurice, rarely made it through the night. After a week of the bedtime clove routine, he said, "I am dreaming again, and I am waking with a firmness I have not felt in years." Most testosterone is produced during the deepest stages of sleep, those quiet repair cycles. If you toss and turn, your body never reaches them. Motivation drops, testosterone dips, and erections weaken. Clove helps because it calms the nervous system while supporting circulation. Eugenol encourages vessels to open. Beta-caryophyllene eases the brain into rest. Together, they set the stage for recovery, not just from the day, but from years of strain. There is another saboteur most men overlook, and it begins in the mouth. 7. Gum disease, the hidden blocker of erections. One of the most damaging threats to performance can hide behind the gums. Again and again, men with sluggish blood flow and low vitality discover that chronic gum inflammation is driving the problem. The mouth is a rapid entry point to the bloodstream. Bacteria from periodontal disease can trigger body-wide inflammation. The smallest vessels, including those essential for erections, are hit first. Imagine trying to push water through a hose lined with grit. Pressure rises, but flow stalls. Clove can assist here as well. Eugenol has notable antibacterial action against harmful oral microbes. Chewing whole cloves lets the oils bathe the gum line and enter circulation. The goal is not only fresher breath, it is cleaner blood. As oral health improves, circulation follows. As circulation improves, responsiveness returns. Use clove consistently, and many men notice changes sooner than expected. Here is what often shows up first. 8. Milestones at 7, 14, and 30 days. In the first week, most men notice quiet shifts. Breathing feels easier. A gentle warmth returns to the lower body, sleep deepens a touch, and mornings are less heavy. It is not flashy. It is the groundwork forming. By day 14, momentum builds. Focus sharpens, mood steadies, and getting out of bed feels simpler. Some report spontaneous or stronger morning erections. Confidence rises not only in the bedroom but in posture and presence. By day 30, the changes settle in. Circulation feels more robust, erections are firmer and more reliable, sleep is sounder, stress is easier to handle, and you feel at home in your body again. You are not chasing youth, you are reclaiming vitality. This is about more than cloves chemistry. It is about what it rekindles inside you. Strength alters how you show up everywhere. Here is the reminder every man deserves. 9. Your spark is returning, not broken. You are not broken. Many men sit quietly convinced they have faded, wondering where their old spark went. That feeling is real, but it is not a life sentence. You are not finished. You are disconnected from your own power. Your body remembers. Your mind remembers. Even after years, the systems that once fueled energy, intimacy, and drive are still present. They have been smothered by stress, sluggish blood flow, poor sleep, and inflammation. These can be reversed with simple, natural tools and the courage to begin again. Clove is not just a spice, it is a cue. It tells your system to wake up to feel steady, capable, and confident again. Results do not arrive in a flash, but they are genuine. Small improvements in circulation ripple into every corner of life. Do not judge yourself by today's dip. Judge yourself by who you are becoming. One day, one choice, one clove at a time. Now let us bring it all together. 10. Your 60-second plan starting now. Keep a small jar of whole cloves where you will see it. Each day take 2 or 3 buds. Crack them gently between your molars. Hold the oils in your mouth, then chew. 60 seconds. That brief ritual is enough to begin shifting how you feel, sleep, and perform. Perfection is not required. Action is. Your body has not walked away from you. It has been waiting for a clear signal. This is it. 1 minute, 1 clove, 1 decision. Your strength is returning. Welcome back.